everyone, this is Brandon from breatharian.com. I just wanted to talk for a minute while it's fresh about what just happened. I had planned a trip to go into the woods for a couple of days and just kind of, do my thing. And this morning, at daybreak, I went and hiked up a hill and watched the sunrise, and I decided to come down the other side of the hill, and I ended up getting lost, which is the higher self's way of finding the way a lot of times, getting us where we need to be. So this video, I just really wanted to touch on what it is to be in harmony with the higher self, because most of us would agree that we're more or less all slaves to the higher self. I hate to use that term, sort of, but it's true that we're, everything is orchestrated from above, so to speak, from right above the head, where the house of the higher self is. So, to make a long story a little shorter, I went to a place last night, and I was looking for the road that was supposed to be there, but isn't actually there. And I ended up going down this whole area, and I got out and I used the restroom at one point, and I dropped my pendulum there. So that night I didn't have my pendulum, and this morning I didn't have my pendulum. And not saying that would have kept me from getting lost, because I don't even try to divine lost objects. And that also ties into the higher self, because when things are lost, a lot of times that's the way they need to be. And because I've sort of pioneered and plowed into this system, I'm kind of inseparable from the quantum divining system. So anyway, I don't even look for things with my pendulum. So I finally made it back to my car about 5 hours later than I had thought I would, and one of my knees was hurting, and blah blah blah. I put some cannabis salve on it a few times, and it still doesn't feel really any better. And so I went and picked up my pendulum after finding my car, and sure enough, I found it right where I'd gotten out of the car the night before. I have a really bad habit of keeping it in my lap, which I really shouldn't do. And I'm going to plug this in. So, anyway, I went and found the pendulum. It was right where it needed to be, and I found it pretty easily. And then I started divining for the next spot to go. And I found this other spot and was able to find the exact spot with no problem, which that's why I prefer to pendulum dowse over body dowsing, is that my answers tend to be very clear and immediate. And if my pendulum is in harmony with my higher self, there's very little interference. So I went and found this next place I needed to be. I divined really quickly the work that I needed to do there. I did the work, and then I divined, do I need to stay the night here? And I wasn't getting any harmony with staying the night. And then I checked to see if I got any harmony with going home. And I did. I did get harmony with that. So I'm on my way home now. about how hard we make life sometimes by doing what we think we should do. And I just wanted to make the point of telling everyone that, a lot of what keeps people from divining is thinking they're slaves to this pendulum. If I know better, then I'm going to have to do better, that kind of thing. And I just want to say that, if I wouldn't have had my pendulum, I'd probably be feeling guilty about leaving my trip early, or like, oh, do I not want to fast, or whatever like that, even though I'm really not even feeling hungry at all. I haven't eaten in over 24 hours, and I don't even feel a little hungry. And so it's just a thing that we do when we beat ourselves up over what we should and shouldn't do. Meanwhile, all the while, we are in servitude to the higher self. So if we want to do something and we try, and it doesn't work for us, we could have ended that a long time before then if we just doused to see, well, is this or isn't this particular thing I'm wanting to do in harmony with my higher self. And so in this way, not only does it save time, but it saves a whole lot of self, beating the self up. And it also, being able to immediately be in compassion for oneself, immediately be in a place of understanding, being able to change it change directions, if you will, at the drop of a hat. These are valuable skill sets. I mean, there's no way in hell that anybody can have the mind of a child without being willing to really truly be in the moment. And the old saying is true that we have to have the minds of little children to get into the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven is a real physical place. It's a physical dimension. And so that's it. I just wanted to speak to the other side of divining, and how much it helps, it helps one to live in the moment, how much it helps one to forget about our plans. Like I had a great plan. I was going to do this, I was going to do that. Plan's over. I'm on my way home, happy, joyful, because I know that I'm following my higher self. So it's different than if I would have changed my mind and had to wonder, am I doing what's right for me, or am I not? Maybe I definitely wouldn't have left this early. I think I would have stayed if my pendulum would have stayed lost. I probably just would have stayed there for the night, because I was really trying to push myself in that direction. So that's it. I just wanted to advocate for following the higher self, and just put it out there that, hey, this is fun. I'm having a great time with this divining technique, and every day is a new day, and it's a wonderful thing. I don't have to change anything. It's awesome. So I hope you guys all pick up on this sometime soon enough. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.